Okay, welcome to part 2 of infinitive verbs to present progressive or present continuous tense. I give you the two names because many of the grammar books cannot decide which one is the best name, so I'm giving you both names to describe the same tense so that depending on the grammar textbook that you're looking at, you will recognize it as being the same thing. The reason we call it present progressive or present continuous is because the action that began in the past is not finished now and continues possibly into the future, but right now it is incomplete, so it's progressive or continuous. So the definition for present progressive, present continuous tense is that it is an incomplete action in the present. The action began in the past and will continue into the future. Right now, it is incomplete. That's how we recognize it. What we do in English to make it different from the simple present is that we choose a different auxiliary and we put the verb into the present participle. So verb plus ing. So instead of saying I talk, I now say I am talking to indicate that the action is incomplete. I am studying at the CJEP this session. So what you will also see is that there are key words, there are words that you need to know and look for that tell you that the verb tense is continuous or progressive. The formula that we use to talk about something that is incomplete is the auxiliary to be conjugated, in this case in the present, plus the base form of the verb with ing on the end, which is called a present participle. Okay, so let's look at the keywords. What kind of keywords would we use for present progressive? Well, anything that indicates the present. So obviously now, right now, at this moment, presently. I use this symbol as a shortcut to indicate that somebody's just given you an order, like, look, listen. If somebody gives you an order, you're obviously in the present tense, and it is right now. The word this, which means close to me, this plus an expression of time, this week, this morning, this session, indicates that it is now, incomplete action. Okay, and then I want to point out to you that the word today can be used to indicate now, but sometimes it can also be used to indicate the future. So if at 6 o'clock in the morning I say today I will go to the movies, obviously I refer to the future. But at noon I may say today I am studying English. So if it's equivalent to the idea of now, then you can use the word today, but be careful because sometimes we will use it to indicate something in the future. So, what happens when you see one of these keywords? Normally, you should just stop thinking too much and just use the present progressive tense, which is what we did in the simple present tense when we saw the keywords for that. But I want you to know that in the present progressive we have a small problem, and that is that we have some words that are referred to as non-action verbs, okay? And you have to make sure before you use to be plus verb plus ing that the words that you're looking at are not non-action verbs, not from the Pepsi list. And here is the Pepsi list. I want you to look at it. I've organized it into a simple, easy to remember list where Pepsi stands for preference, emotions, possession, senses, and intellect. When you see one of these keywords, please use the simple present tense and not the present progressive. I'll talk to you about more of this later. Thank you.